I wanted to come on and do a transparency video. This isn't scripted, which you can probably tell by my utter lack of eye contact and waving of my hands and saying and a lot. One of my favorite followers, subscribers, made a comment of putting themselves down because they have the same/similar chronic illnesses as I do, and they're not able to do nearly as much just day to day. And we're like, oh my gosh, how are you able to do all of these vending events, all of these videos? How are you able to do this? I have an utter fluke of a support network. I am a house spouse. One of my partners brings home enough income to support both of us comfortably. She brings home the bacon, I make it stretch, and I do Hawksong weaving on the side. I also have cats and partners who are incredibly, and friends who are very aware of my body's limitations and are actively telling me to sit down and rest more times than not. But the reason I'm able to do all of this is I'm financially secure through my partner. Honestly, my goal in Hawksong weaving is to get it to where, should the worst things happen, I'm able to support myself and my two cats in a studio apartment or in some sort of roommate situation. My dream is to no longer be eligible to go to the food pantry because I make too much income. I utilize the food pantry a lot. I'm definition of a struggling artist, but I have a lot of practice with hiding that because that's how I grew up. We were lower class, situational poverty was the word that was used a lot. We did a really good showing of pretending that we were upper middle class. We were not. So I've got practice with masking that. I'm also high masking autistic, late diagnosed autistic, late realized autistic. So I've got a lot of practice with presenting a facade. I don't show you the parts where I'm home from a vending event and I'm laying down on the couch and I'm twitching because I've overstimulated and I have been having hypervigilance constantly because there was a guy shouting down a few stalls over, and I'm now in a heightened flight response because I have CPTSD. I'm not showing you the fact that my partners know when I'm coming home and I'm in that elevated state to close the blinds because my CPTSD brain will produce people outside that are not there in CPTSD hallucinations. I'm not showing you the days where I'm too exhausted to move, so I just lay down on the couch. I'm not showing you the sheer amount of electrolytes and sodium that I need to consume in order to keep my body upright. I'm not showing you the amount of acetaminophen I take on a daily basis because ibuprofen gives me stomach ulcers and makes me poop blood. That was probably a little too graphic, but yeah. I am a fluke. My situation is a fluke, and I am incredibly privileged to be able to do this, to be able to have access to health care that takes me seriously in this day and age, to have access to health care that isn't going to more obviously try to, eugenics. And I'm white, and I'm now actually middle class, and I have potential of actually buying a house in the next 10 years or so, which is terrifying because my goal as a child was to end up in a mobile home. I am a fluke. Please do not compare yourself to this situation because it is not one that is ever realistically attainable. I am incredibly, incredibly privileged and incredibly fortunate to be in the situation that I am. A lot of my friends who are artists are not having that same amount of stability or having to rely on abusive parents for financial stability. The fact that this has worked is not the norm. I think that was a bit rambly, but I hope the point got across. Editing this is going to be fun, but I've got errands that I need to run this morning. But yeah, take care of yourselves. Please don't compare yourself to me if you can. My situation is bizarre, and you are doing the best that you can, which is all anyone can do in this screwed up society and this screwed up planet. Yeah. to follow. Yeah, bye.